The moment Hollywood rebel met political royalty. Johnny Depp's 11-second mic drop that broke the internet. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, because what just went down in San Antonio, Texas, isn't just a headline. It is a cultural earthquake. If you thought you'd seen it all in the world of celebrity politics, think again. We are talking about a clash of titans, a moment so unscripted and so electric that it has left the entire internet scrambling to pick up the pieces. It was supposed to be business as usual. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the firebrand congresswoman from New York, touched down in the Lone Star State for what was billed as a routine town hall. The venue was packed, the cameras were rolling, and the agenda was clear. A lecture on modernizing Texas, moving past toxic masculinity, and specifically why the cowboy culture of pickup trucks and oil rigs is holding America back. The atmosphere was already tense. You could cut the air with a knife as AOC leaned into the podium, delivering a line that would soon become the setup for the roast of the century. She looked out at the sea of Stetsons and told them, point blank, that their obsession with the cowboy lifestyle was why we're losing the climate fight. She even threw a jab at country singers, suggesting they put down the guitars and pick up a science book. The crowd? They weren't having it. The boos started low, a rumble of discontent rolling through the arena. But then, the impossible happened. The lights cut out. Total darkness. For a heartbeat, there was silence. Then, a single spotlight pierced the gloom, illuminating a figure standing stage right. No introduction. No security detail. Just a man in a dark jacket, adorned with silver rings, boots planted firmly on the floorboards, and a look in his eye that spelled trouble. It was Johnny Depp. The man who made a career out of playing outlaws and rebels didn't walk out like a celebrity. He walked out like a legend. The room froze. AOC froze. The booing stopped instantly, replaced by a collective gasp of 18,000 people realizing they were witnessing history. Depp stepped up to the mic, looking calm, cool, and collected. He didn't scream. He didn't rant. He simply looked the congresswoman in the eye, leaned in, and delivered a sentence that hit harder than a freight train. Darlin', I was fighting battles long before you learned politics. 11 words. 11 seconds. That was all it took. The reaction wasn't just applause. It was an explosion. The arena absolutely detonated. We're talking about grown men throwing their hats in the air, beers raining down like confetti, and a roar so loud it probably registered on the Richter scale. It was the kind of energy you haven't seen since the height of rock and roll in the 90s. And AOC, the politician known for her clapbacks and Twitter game, she was left speechless, visibly stunned. She stood there as the crowd erupted around her. There was no rebuttal, no witty retort, just silence. Depp didn't stick around for a debate. In true rockstar fashion, he flashed that signature smirk, the one that's graced 1,000 movie screens, tipped his head to the crowd, and dropped the mic. As if on cue, a shredding electric guitar remix of Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire blasted through the speakers, drowning out everything else. Security reportedly had to escort a shaken AOC out of a side exit while the crowd was still losing their minds. Since that moment, the fallout has been nuclear. Social media is currently melting down. The hashtag #DeppDrop is trending #1 globally, with users analyzing every frame of the footage. Memes are flying faster than anyone can track, and merchandise with the quote, "I was fighting battles," is already popping up on online stores. Critics are calling it rude. Fans are calling it the return of the king of cool. But one thing is undeniable. Johnny Depp didn't just interrupt a speech. He reminded the world that authentic charisma beats a lecture any day of the week. He proved that you don't need a shout to command a room. You just need presence, timing, and the perfect one-liner. This wasn't just a celebrity cameo. This was a statement. In a world of curated political theater, Johnny Depp brought a dose of raw, unpolished reality, and Texas ate it up. So, where do you stand on the showdown in San Antonio? Was this the ultimate mic drop? Or did Captain Jack go too far? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button and subscribe for more stories they don't want you to hear.